Hello guys, Buggalicious here. Puggalicious here, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, as the thumbnail clearly suggests, we are now doing things not to do in Puggerria. Because I thought, yesterday I did a video on things to do in Puggerria. Now what are some things that you shouldn't do in Puggerria? Because they are usually considered rude, or in some cases can get you thrown in jail and stuff like that. Even if you're a tourist or whatever. Yeah. And actually, thank goodness that our passports, yes, this is a Puggerrian passport. Thank goodness our passports have 4 things that you shouldn't do in Puggerria. It actually says Puggerrian rules to follow in mostly Puggerrian. But yeah, this will help me because it's technically a little bit of a script. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing that you shouldn't do in Puggerria is do not insult the leader or co-leader. And if you remember from yesterday, I said that the leader is revered as being second only to Jesus, and the co-leader is pretty much at that same level. So it's almost like you're talking to a Christian and then you insult Jesus. It's not pretty. It leads to a few bloody noses and black eyes. Believe me, I've seen it. Okay, and then the second thing is do not cause unrest in Puggerria. Like, don't cause any unrest. Why? Because, well, we've already had to deal with 4 civil wars. Because there's 2. There was those 2 with that state, and then there were the 2 with a percentage of states, and 1 half state. So yeah, we've dealt with unrest before. 4 times in the past, and we don't want to deal with it anymore. So yeah. Okay. So another thing, I guess number 3, not to do is to not demoralize our people. Again, this is like going on contradictory to being thankful and prideful from yesterday. Because if you demoralize our people, if our people are demoralized, it might cause anarchy, and we don't want that, which is why we always keep the morale of the people up in any way possible. Be that go to war for a weaker nation that's by us or borders us, or just show off a military in a military parade. Just something to keep the spirits of the people up. Okay? And then, another thing not to do in Puggerria is question our methods of investigation. Now, because those are all the rules in there. The reason why we would put that in there is because we have what would be widely considered by most of you to be weird methods and unusually strange methods of investigation. Like we are so what's another word for being very accurate? Thorough. We are very thorough with our investigations. So if you try to hide a bomb really, really well, and actually by most standards, you have hit it really well, and you are successful in bringing the bomb into the nation. In Puggerria, that would not happen because we search for everything. Literally, if we know that you're coming from an enemy nation, that we still allow their people to pass into our nation, what we usually do is, just in case there are any spies that they're trying to send a message to, we'll go through their clothes and sort of see what happens when the threads get played, I guess, in a way, because I'm pretty sure there's like a way to make clothes so that they make a recording to say, these are our orders for you, you do this, and this will happen. And we make sure that, and we try our best to make sure that that does not happen. So we do that, and if it's found out that those types of secret messages aren't hidden in your clothes in more ways than one, then we'll just simply put it back together and see. You might think, well, wouldn't that take ages? For you humans, yes, it would take ages, but you must remember, we are technologically advanced. You can't tell from this, because I'm using Earth technology to currently use this, but, to do this video, but, we are highly advanced. Highly advanced. To put into concept, compared to us, you humans are in the Bronze Age. That's how many steps we are ahead of you. If we, Puggerrians, are in the modern age, you humans are in the Bronze Age. Well, actually, it's more like the medieval ages. It's more like that. You know, we'll give you credit. You're kind of close to us, but not really. Actually, now that I think about it, China is getting more closer to the Renaissance age and stuff like that. Which is why China kind of scares us. We don't really like China. Anyway, let's get back. Let's get back on track. So yeah, and then another thing that I guess is frowned upon in Puggerria is asking what people have gotten for Christmas. And there's a reason for this. It's because we Puggerrians, we Puggesh, don't really like telling you what we have. To put in perspective, it would be like someone asking you, what is... It would be like someone asking you, how many items do you have in your house, and what are each and every single one of them? It's like, no, that's too personal. That's too personal, in my opinion. No. So yeah, just a word of advice, don't ask what people are gone for Christmas in Puggerria. It doesn't end well. Another thing that is frowned upon in Puggerria is having a meaningless conversation. And what do I mean by meaningless conversation? I mean conversations that don't stimulate the brain and stuff along the lines of that. So, for instance, a meaningless conversation would be like, did you see the game last night? How's the weather? need I go on? Those types of conversations, in our opinion, they're meaningless, because, in our opinion, a conversation should stimulate the brain to increase intelligence in some sort of way. We don't believe that you should talk to talk. You should have something to say that's actually worth something. However, if we realize that you're a funny person and you just want to tell a joke, like, jokes are okay in Puggerria. You can tell a joke. Like, those are not, jokes are not frowned upon in Puggerria. You can tell as many jokes as you want, as long as they don't insult the leader or co-leader, or military. But, yeah. So what's that? Like, 6. 6 things. Last time it was 5, now it's 6. Oh, here's one. And in my opinion, it should go without, saying, but, burning down any flags that were made by our nation. So, like, for instance, if you were to burn down the flag of our nation, or the flag of political parties that are highly favored in our nation, like, for instance, the 2 biggest parties and the only 2 parties that really matter, there's a 3rd party, but no one really cares about it, is the NAFU party, which I mentioned yesterday, and the Monarch party. I am part of the Monarch party. The co-leader is part of the NAFU party. It's sort of because this sort of leads to, both sides of the aisle. Again, there's a small 3rd party, but it doesn't really matter. It literally only holds 1 seat inside of a Senate, or more like or more specifically a yeah, I guess a Senate. Yeah, that 3rd party only holds 1 seat inside of a House, inside of a Senate, rather, I'm pretty sure the last time I remembered, well, my, what's the opposite of superior, told me that there was around 100,000 seats inside of our Senate, and that 3rd party was the Democratic Party. There are Democrats. They only hold 1 seat inside of a Senate of 100,000. That shows you how unpopular the Democratic Party is. It's mainly ruled by, again, the NAFU Party and the Monarchs Party. And actually, there's about to be another election in about a year or so to decide how many seats go to which political parties next year again, like I said. And judging by what has been shown, the Democratic Party will lose that 1 seat. And then it will be, and I guess I'm going to go on to a little bit of a ramble here. When your political party loses all of its seats in Puggerria, your political party immediately gets disbanded. Now, when your political party first becomes a thing, you can go for like 10 Puggerrian years. And 10 Puggerrian years is 100 Earth years, by the way. You can go 10 Puggerrian years without having 1 seat. and then once you have that one seat, now you are kept track of to make sure that you constantly have one seat. If you lose that one seat, your political party immediately has to get disbanded. Now, your political party can come back. It just has to be disbanded first, and then it can be brought back. So yeah, that's a little bit of going into the politics of rules of our nation. But anyway, yeah, that's it. I think this might be shorter or longer, I'm not sure. But anyway, as always, Puggerria.
Hey everyone, I just want to remind you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the future. And as always, I love Puggerria.